Tuesday, October 8th, and the Dome Foamers podcast is back. I'm your host, Christian Kruger. And as always, I'm joined by Neil Mieski and Brian Dorton. And we're just lifelong Astros fans that love to talk about the Stros. So, boys, let's go. Episode 69. And this is one that could very well feel like a funeral. As the Astros season is over with a measly 2 games against the Tigers in a 3-game series on the wild card. 2 of the 3 of us happened to be there at game 2. I got to take my middle son, and I've got to say it now. Thank you to our friends at the Breathing Orange Fire podcast. Gabe Winslow gave me the tickets, and Dorton happened to be there as well. And man, it was a good game until it wasn't.
You got that right.
And so
that was
boys,
awesome. That was cool. I'm glad that.
Yeah.
I got to take one of my kids the first playoff game. I've been fortunate enough to go to a few of them, but it didn't end the way we wanted to. And kind of a very anticlimactic ending to basically a season that kind of fits exactly with what happened. So we're just going to discuss the end and where we kind of think we went wrong and where we go from there. So, Neil, fire away and give me your thoughts on that wonderful ending to the year.
That was a hell of a playoff run. Puts the old 2 and barbecue to good use on that little stint at home. And I think one of you guys may have reminded me that what's our losing streak at home in the playoffs now? 7?
7 straight.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's pathetic.
Pretty great, I guess.
No, I thought both games were. I mean, especially the one you two blessed. We're microcosms of our season. Better than average pitching, kept you in a game, gave you a chance to win.
Hunter Brown was awesome.
Yeah. And really Fromber, not awful. I mean, he gave up the 3 spot, but had chances to really get out of it. And, I don't know if it was errors or just not good enough defense, whatever the case was. But yeah, I mean, I just better than average pitching, right? Good pitching, playoff pitching, and poor timely hitting, poor offense, and definitely subpar relief pitching back end. So, looking back and you say, how surprised are you? Nobody should be just shocked. I mean, really, we shouldn't be shocked. It's aggravating.
I'm shocked we went 2-2.
Yeah, I thought we would at least take it to the 3rd.
I mean, we predicted. I think we all said 3 was likely. I think maybe somebody said.
I said 2. I thought the Astros playoff experience. I thought they would come in and.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I was way off, but I still thought we would fight. And I mean,
there was just, it was just the blah, what there was. I don't want to say there was no life, but there just wasn't. It's the thing we've been begging for all year. Just look like the playoff team that you've been, look like the dominant force that you've been. And we'd get glimpses, but just never, in my mind, over the top, 100%. I believe in this team. This team has put it together finally. And so watching those 2 playoff games, frustrating beyond all means. And I just personally, I guess, think back and go, I should have prepared for that. Like, I should have known that was in us still, because that was in us all season. And so that's the frustrating part, to see it happen at that point in time at home. I really, people, and you guys can comment on this too when you have your shot at it, but I don't really care that it was AJ Hinch. Like, that means nothing to me.
What do you mean you don't care? What do you
like,
mean?
It could have been Jimmy Leland over there. I don't give a shit who it was. Like the fact that AJ Hinch was the manager over there made no difference to me. Like it didn't hurt more. It didn't,
No,
you know.
I just think he's a freaking. I think he's a freaking genius.
Oh, no. I agree with that. I'm just saying it didn't affect. Like I saw things to where
Oh,
people
yeah.
were that much more fired up. And, oh, here we go, Hinch. Hinch is better than Espada and all. I mean, whatever. Out coached. I didn't think any of that garbage. I just thought the Tigers came in and played better.
Yep.
And
Well, I mean, I text you guys. I had the fortunate, driving in 2.5 hours. I get to when I got closer to Houston, I got to listen to pregame, and they had Hinch on. And I mean, I told you guys, Hinch said they're asking what your strategy is. Like, I'm bullpen. I have to. It's my best chance to win after Skubal wins game one, and my goal. And he said this verbatim, and this is how simple and how good he is. He said, my goal for this game is to give Jordan 3 to 4 different looks. Basically, what he's saying there is if I can control Jordan, I'm going to win the game.
Yeah, he's not going to let him beat him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And and I'm listening to this in a pregame press conference or whatever. I'm like, it's freaking. I mean, that's what every team should do. Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's good coaching. I wouldn't say that whatever Espada's plan was, or the Espada and the coaching staff was ineffective. Again, it's the same song and dance. Joe's not up there hitting. Joe's not out there fielding.
No, but you don't have to bring Presley in.
Fair. I don't disagree. And I mean, okay, you opened this up a little bit. Yeah,
because we talked on my way home. Like
you're
an elimination game. If you don't win this, you go home for the year. Abreu can't go another inning.
Right.
Like,
yeah, one more.
It's elimination game.
One more.
And the second he gets into trouble, you pull him.
Right. And where is Blanco? A guy with some experience to come in and out of the bullpen. And that's what somebody somewhere said too. We traded for Justin Verlander last year. We traded for Yusei Kikuchi this year, and we didn't see either one of them this year.
Can I ask a further question? And I want to get Jordan's thoughts on this, but why was it necessary to pull Brown out at that moment?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, was it?
I
don't remember the pitch count. I don't know how
it was high. It was around
right
90.
at 100.
Yeah, he was
right at 100. I want to say he was like 90, 98, 99. I remember saying he was
close.
Averaging. I remember talking. He was averaging 15 to 17 pitches an inning at the time.
I know. I mean, we're all going to hindsight's 2020, but I don't think he necessarily. I don't think he necessarily need to be pulled right then. I don't know. I mean, we could.
Yeah, that's a whole podcast in itself.
Yeah,
but I mean, I guess to wrap my stuff up, I disappointed in a lot of ways, but not surprised. Not as surprised.
Jordan?
I mean, but yeah, I guess, am I surprised that our high-priced 8-9 relief staff came in and absolutely blew up, game 2? No, because they've done it countless numbers of times over the season. The fact that we put it in their hands is what makes me right now sick. Like even when the lights went down and the song came on, I like my head went down. It was just like,
right.
Oh, why?
Mine too. Yeah,
why?
Mine too.
Why are we doing this?
I was sitting just left of you. So yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Mine was too.
Why are we doing this?
I know.
There are a half dozen other people we could put in here right now.
Well, I just would have
Even-
kept. I would have
Yeah,
kept Abreu in. I would have kept Abreu in and went batter by batter.
or pitch by pitch at that point.
Yeah.
You can go pitch by pitch with Abreu. And then you've got Neil said it. You've got Blanco. He needs to be warming up. You've got I mean, frankly,
Aaron Getty.
one of the best spin rates in the league. Yeah, Spaghetti. Like, he has got the best spin rate in the league, and has one of the highest strikeout or whiff rates in the league. Like, why is he not out there? Why is he not warming up? Why are we putting it in their hands?
I look, but there's no way I can argue either of y'all's points. I agree. I agree. I'm gonna give a little bit different take. No, it's not really a different take. It's just a different side. I mean, we saw that happen all year, right?
Yes.
I mean, where is what has happened to the offense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's
just missed opportunity after missed opportunity. We had chances against Skubal.
You remember the ebb and flow?
Yes.
But we had chances against Skubal. I mean,
Yeah.
Skubal's a stud. We had multiple guys on with less than 2 outs multiple times.
Multiple. Yep.
You know who capitalized?
The Tigers.
No.
7, 8, 9 hitters for the Tigers.
Oh, you know who else capitalized off of Skubal? You can say it. Our third baseman.
Yeah.
You know pretty much who was the only consistent hitter in the right here in the end stretch.
He's a gamer.
3 sack.
Yep, he's a gamer. All right.
So you know who didn't get a hit?
KT.
Yeah.
There's something there that's off, but whatever. Well, let's dive into some of that. So I thought we would fight more. I thought I'd see a little more fight. Frustrating. We're not used to that. We've had almost Halloween baseball for 7 years. I don't even know what to do with myself that I can't see the Astros in the ALDS. Sucks.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched a pitch. I haven't watched a single pitch of baseball.
No, me neither.
I will make a confession. The Dodgers Padres series is freaking awesome.
Oh,
I have not watched a single pitch.
It is.
Yeah.
They hate it. It is fire, and I would be shocked if the benches do not clear by the time the series is over.
Yeah.
I will say this: my buddy Gabe out in who if there's one person who will never ever listen to this podcast ever in his life, is Gabe out in Las Vegas, but he is my boy. He's a lifelong Dodgers fan, and but I was texting with him, and he was basically, I was asking him like basically Atlanta or San Diego, and his response was, I hope Atlanta digs a grave and buries every single San Diego fan in that grave.
Yeah, there's some bad blood
Mm.
there. So just to give context real quick, and I will watch it tonight. Like, it is some really good theater. So
it's
Jack
1-0. It's 1-0 in the first.
Dodgers.
Flaherty, Machado hits a home run
Yeah.
off Flaherty, and they are yelling back at each other to go meet each other in the parking lot. And then Dave Roberts, the manager of the Dodgers, is claiming that Machado is throwing ball in warm-up into the Dodgers dugout, trying to take people's heads off.
I saw that. Yeah.
Or during while the Padres are out taking infield, he thinks that he's being targeted by Manny Machado, and he's throwing balls into their dugout. This is awesome. This is like old school baseball.
Bring it.
Well, I will say this: like, our series against San Diego was heated. Like, that series, I mean, I think both of you guys were just slammed that weekend. I don't think you got to watch a lot of it. I think it was a lot of like highlights.
Yeah.
But I watched most of that series. First of all, the umpiring was terrible.
Oh, I
But
do remember
I
secondly,
remember that. Yeah.
but secondly, um, there was some fire going on between the two teams.
There's
Like
there's
it
some
was there was
mouths.
some jawing. It
There's
was
some mouths in
back and
San
forth,
Diego.
like to the point where like Altuve was getting like jawy. Like that was like him taking his shoe off, right? That was that
Yeah.
series,
Oh yeah, that's right.
right?
Altuve.
Like that was him getting thrown out. It was there. That was a. I think it was like it escalated. Like I
Well,
think they are very
I,
good at poking bears.
their brown,
Who's the bear?
their brown, gold, white uniform scheme is freaking awesome. I love it.
There's something to them, man.
Yeah, I know. Like
There
you like
is.
look at it and you're like, and then you like just and like they're all whatever. And
Well,
I
I
mean,
think I think half of my love affair with them is how much they hate Los Angeles.
correct, 100%.
So-
Sure.
That's that. You had me at hello.
All right,
Well, I
So
mean, they've
let's-
always been until they started getting good. They've always been where Astros went to die, right? There and possibly Pittsburgh, and and like they've never been good, so it's never been like a thing. Now they're actually starting to get good. So
well, let's
It's
start.
interesting.
Yeah, it is. I will watch it tonight. So let's circle back to, okay. We're going to get into this likely in depth next week. Um, about moving forward, but we do need to talk about because it's let's just talk about it. I mean, Bregman, free agent. Your odds on what? I mean, he already sent a thank you.
Yeah.
He said some of the right things. Altuve said some of the right things. None of that matters.
I mean, I
Scott,
think people are fighting for him. People want him. His teammates want him. But in the end,
I think it's a 10 to 20% chance we resign him. That's my.
I think it's even less than that.
I'm probably with you, Brian, just because all the
10 to 20
all the
10 to 20% is pretty low.
I think it's on the. I think it's
I'm thinking
the 5 to 10 range.
I'm in that range, just because all of the signs of, I mean, pulling them off the field.
No, I get it.
The signs have been shown in my mind that he has said this is it. Now, I will say, Altuve coming out and supporting him and saying the things that he has said has made me feel given me a little bit of optimism.
I mean, he didn't do it. He hasn't done that for
No.
right. He didn't do it for his boy.
Not like that. He didn't. No.
He didn't do it for his boy Correa.
Right.
Didn't do it for George.
All right, well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I agree with both of you. I think it's unlikely. However, is he not we all agree. I mean, the good dude is a gamer. He even said before the series, he never hasn't played in ALCS.
Yep.
So I firmly believe there's 4 teams the Astros are going to compete against for him.
Yeah.
Two teams in New York, Arizona, and Seattle. Okay.
Seattle.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Those are the 4. Those are the 4 teams. They need a third baseman. Those are. And look, could there be a sleeper team? Sure, but those, in my opinion, those and the Astros are the 5 teams that he ends up with. One of those teams. New York are going to go for Soto first.
Sure.
Which one of those 2 likely signs Soto, and the other one doesn't. So then, of course, let's say the Yankees sign him. So then the Mets will go after him. With the exception of how much we hate the Yankees. I mean, throw them in there. there is nowhere he's going to go that has a better chance to continue winning on a consistent basis than where he is right now. And
Agreed.
Bregman will take that into consideration
I hope
because
so.
he's a gamer.
He
and,
is.
and Mieski, I mean, yes, at the end of the day, Scott Boras and money talk. I get it. And if he walked away, I get it. But that guy is not going to want to go somewhere and go 80 and 82 and not make the playoffs. And the next year make the wild card and get bounced out of the first round. And the next year not make, that guy wants to go somewhere where he can win and he can win on a consistent basis because that is all he knows in Major League Baseball and college baseball. That's all he's ever known is to win.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
he's wearing number 2 for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
it's.
I wish Scott Boras was not his agent? 100%. I do.
Sure.
Well, he's already a leg up on another Boras client, former Astro Boras client, free agent, Garrett Cole.
Yeah, Cole. Yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
without going into just so much depth on this guy, it's this is, I guess, as brief as I can put it. It is going to be almost impossible to replace him. And
I agree.
And by not replacing him, I think it shifts the direction of the franchise. And I told both.
I 100% agree with that. That he is the catalyst to either continuing to win and find a way to win, or to tear it somewhat down.
I mean, if he is gone, I would not. I mean, what is this? October talk, but I could see Frommer and even Kyle Tucker wearing a different jersey.
I would. Let me tell you what. If they don't sign Burt Bregman, I would do it.
Yeah.
And hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
2020. I wanted to chip in a chair just like the rest of us, but right now that sale job to make us be better, it looks whole lot better. It looks a whole lot better now.
Yeah.
If we would have gone that direction than going 2 and Q, and that's hindsight's 2020 because we didn't know that was going to happen. But Mieski, I'm with you. If they don't sign him, I think you have to shop both those guys.
I haven't wrapped my brain around the whole thing, but with what is out there and what we have to replace him, that is extremely scary.
We don't have a replacement.
No, not anything that can sniff him, and there's not one out there.
No, there's not.
You've said this from, I think, probably a year ago, and once I finally have dug into who is available and what those names are and what those numbers are, there's nobody worth it. You know what I mean? Abraham Toro is not the answer. I mean,
the only person that would be Bregman light, and by I mean Bregman light, was Matt Chapman, and the Giants gave him an extension.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm so tired of looking at Jim Crane on my freaking screen.
That's why he's there.
Too.
Pressure's on.
He walked right down. I told y'all this. He walked right down the aisle after Brooks my middle one walked down and got a ball from a Tigers coach, flipped it to him. It was a cool experience, man. Anytime.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, kid, he was on cloud 9, and walked back up, sat down for a second. Jim Crane comes walking by, and I knew exactly it was him. I said, "Hey, sign Bregman."
Spend some money.
He turned around. He was about 10 steps past me. He turned around. He goes, "We're going to try." I said, "That's not good." I mean, I was like, "That's not good enough. Don't try. Get it done."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot to all of the pieces to the puzzle and where we go from here. And I'm still, I'm still in checkers mode, and I need to get into chess mode. So,
Yeah.
I just, it scares me. It really does scare me as far as, I mean, trades and all those things are a possibility, but what are you giving up? And I mean, we can talk about the pitching staff and who's available and what we can get rid of. And I mean, there's a million avenues to make this right. Jim Crane said we'll always be contenders as long as he's here. We're about to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're about to
Exactly.
find out. So I don't know.
Well, we're going to get in this next week, but I mean, I'm going to tell you briefly. I've been doing already. It took me about 2 days to get over the depression, and then the third day, I was like, "Wow, there's no Halloween baseball of the Astros. This is weird."
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we gonna do on? Yeah. Like,
I didn't get to wear my Astro pullover.
What do
not
you
only
do?
that,
Do you
it's
just
always
go-
it's always, oh man, sorry, gotta get home. The Astros are in the World Series.
Yeah.
Or
Do
the
you just
LCS.
do Halloween? Is that what you do? Like, I don't
know.
understand.
Bull crap.
It's
I
so
don't get it.
weird. But I mean, if you look at it right now, okay, sign Bregman, sign Christian Walker, play first base. All right, now we can talk. Now we can talk. Now we have to break down the money and all that. But now you sign Bregman, then you go try to sign Christian Walker. 30 home runs, hits 250, 90 RBIs at first base. Okay, I'm good with that. And I don't think he's going to be like super expensive, but he's not going to be super cheap either.
Right.
You don't sign Bregman.
Hmm.
I mean, you got DeCenzo starting third base in the spring.
Nope.
I kind of like him. I don't like him that much. He's got
It
a
ain't gonna
long
be
ways to go.
Whitcomb. It ain't gonna be Whitcomb.
Not a third base is not no.
It ain't Whitcomb.
No. And then so what? So then John Singleton's going to play first,
or the shuffle of
the catchers. I mean, like
we're just is it always going to be a we're shuffling catcher in first base? That's just the new norm. Yeah, that can't.
I know.
And we haven't even talked about center field.
Exactly. Or left field.
Left field's just as.
I mean, Jordan does not need to be playing left field
not
anymore.
Every day. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, and DH, where's that fit in? And is Dubon?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's the pitching rotation? Oh, yeah. And how's our bullpen look? Because it underperformed.
Yeah. Oh, I know. There's.
Oh, our bullpen underperformed.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. By the way, let me.
Well, Presley's gone though. I mean, he's
done. Here's the deal there. So every sport track, every contract website says that he has a $2 million buyout, mutual option. And then I've had more people on the social media world saying that is not true. Everywhere I've looked, it has said $2 million buyout. If the Astros don't want to pay the $14.5 million. And there's people on Twitter and other places that said that does not even exist.
That they're saying that he is coming back?
Yes.
Or that his contract is.
But every reputable site that you look up that deals with contracts said that he has a $2 million buyout.
Huh. In my mind, everything I remember hearing and seeing was exactly what you're saying.
Everything you look up says that, or it did.
Okay.
If that's not true, I mean, talk about depression.
Yeah.
Manny Machado just broke up a double play by running out of the bat or running out of the out of the runner's lane. The ball hit him in the head. They didn't call him out. They didn't call They didn't call runners in. They didn't call anything, and he advanced to third, safe at first, no call, and then the next play, just a bonehead. They tried to shortstop tried to take second himself and turn the double play. Safe at second, safe at first. Machado scores 1-1.
Hit
Oh,
refresh.
this is gonna be so. This is gonna be so good. This
Hit
series is gonna be.
refresh.
Oh, someone go Yaya.
Peralta.
I'm just
Peralta
seeing it.
doubled.
Oh, he just hit a foul. Oh, okay. Sorry. He just hit a foul ball that went about a foot to the right of the foul ball. That's
It
what I
must
thought.
be the next pitch because
Okay.
I'm on Gamecast or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay. Double. There it is. Yeah. There it is. I mean, it not only should it be 3 outs and no runs right now. It is 3-1 Padres, no outs.
Yeah, I'm turning that on as soon as I get off here. There's blood gonna happen in that thing. Blood.
Mm.
Oh, playoff baseball. I miss it.
Yep.
Real quick before we get back to the Astros, did you see with Yuli Gurriel's hit last night?
Uh,
Oh, you said
He-
something.
He got a hit for the Royals. He is 11th all time. Hold on, let me rephrase that. All time in Major League Baseball history, he's 11th with 90 postseason hits.
Insane.
He showed up here in Houston at like age 35.
Yeah, he was 80.
That's incredible stat.
Yeah.
What if we
Yeah.
would have just re-signed him and never signed Brady?
Yeah. I mean, we were ready
oh.
for him to go. It was time.
Yeah, it was time. It was time. It was time.
And
Y'all do realize he's still hitting in the playoffs right now, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not so sure the Royals are playing because of him. They're just
Did you
playing
see that?
with him.
I know.
Did you see what I sent about Aaron
Yes.
Judge? Oh,
Such a
so
good stat.
I sent a screenshot. They were showing it in the Kansas City game. Highest postseason K percentage. The number 1 on that list is Aaron Judge at 34.3%. Number 2 on that list at 34.2%. Martin Maldonado. El Machete.
So good.
El Machete.
Yeah, I saw he put out a little tweet. Did y'all see that when the Astros lost? It was just a couple of emojis, just like the big eyes and hands over the eyes. Nothing specific.
I'm gonna tell you this: driving back with a 11-year-old that was not happy. I think it was Mieski sent me this on our group text. The Bregman "Thank You Houston" got me. That got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't need that. I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when I saw that, it was like, oh, all right.
That was it. Y'all got to see the last one of Breggy.
He's done. I did get I like, call me pessimistic, call me whatever, but like that last
I did it too, Dorton. I did too.
I took a picture of him specifically that last at bat or that last hit. I was like, this is his last defensive out right here. This is it. Speaking of, let me circle back around to that. I want to get to this real quick. Quick side note. Just a bit of history. I've been to exactly 2 playoff games with one Christian Kruger, one of them being a World Series game.
2019 Game 6.
Yep. How'd that go? I don't remember. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. And then this past week we happened to just stars aligned.
We didn't know we were
aligned.
officially both going. Yeah.
But stars aligned, and it happened to be. And we had talked about, like, let's just meet up and say hey. Let's meet up and say hey. Yeah, you bet. Neil, we've been at a game at the same time. We met up, said hey, like, just chatted, let's get a picture at a game.
Got the dub. Remember
got the
who homered
dub.
that game? You
Yeah.
remember who homered that game?
No.
While
I
we
don't.
were talking.
Someone homered game 2 while we were talking.
I was about to get to that, but I don't remember, Neil, who did when
We had
were
a guy on our team named Joey Loperfido. Go ahead, keep going.
Joey Bats did. That's right. That's right. Our former MVP.
Yeah,
Our former MVP Joey Bats did.
I'm not going there.
He's going to be the MVP of the Blue Jays next year. Mark it down.
My God.
Either him or Will Wagner.
So
4-1,
no
by the
lie.
way, San Diego.
No lie.
This is a true story. What Jordan's about to say, Neil. This is a true story.
I go meet.
Hold on. Back. I went up to you
Brooks.
first. And Jordan couldn't find his ticket to get me in.
I couldn't find the ticket.
Yeah, make sure we give all details. There we go.
I couldn't get the ticket to get back in. And so
Brooks got yelled at by an attendant from running the escalator up and down 75 times.
They were being very diligent about
protective.
Coming in and out of club level, I guess, this game. So I got it, found, I said, I'm cool. I'm just meeting y'all. Found a ticket and come down. And as soon as I'm like in the section, I text Kruger, hey, I'm up here. Come on up. I hit send. And almost as soon as I hit send, I look up and there is the crack of the bat is kind of, the silence is deafening, right? Like after the crack of that bat. And it's like, are you kidding me? Did I just see what I just think? What just happened here? And then immediately an out came, and then Kruger comes waddling up the aisle.
I'm sure he was happy.
Oh yeah. And
6-1 San Diego.
Oh my God. And then
let's go Pods.
Brooks is both fired up and upset. Yep. But he's also like pumped. But it was kind of crazy how like coincidental that was.
It was. Brooks had a blast the last inning, man. He really did. I mean, the people around us were freaking awesome to him.
Neil, I was like, aren't you supposed to be in school, boy? And he goes, I'm sick. I'm sick.
Yeah. Looks terrible, huh?
Oh,
there's a shout out.
Bombshell.
Shout out to Gabe Winslow and the group around him, because they were awesome. I mean, he was the only like kid, and I mean, he was fired up, yelling. I mean, he was the loudest one. Every time they did 2 strikes on Hunter Brown, they get the noise. I mean, he was the people around there were awesome. I mean, it was a really good experience until the end. But
I did see that he relapsed and was pretty sick on the way home.
Yes, fell asleep. Yep. Fever.
Yeah.
Fever
Poor
relapsed.
Guy. Hope he's doing better.
He is now. Anything you want to touch on before we kind of put a bow on this till next week, till we kind of we get over our postseason, regular season hangover, and anything we want to touch on?
I mean, RIP 2024. I mean, it started off with like the worst possible scenario.
But have we But here, great point, Neil. But have we RIP the Golden Era? That's the question for next week.
This guy.
Seriously,
don't know.
Y'all razzed me for, and some of it I deserved, some of it I didn't. I don't think I did.
Part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. But like that, I said this from day one. I just don't want to go through 2006 to 2014 ever again.
There's scars.
That was bad. and we had scars in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But that was bad.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know. That's
That's-
why this Bregman thing scares me in what could, and not saying that we can't compete. I'm not
yeah,
saying
but
that it'll just look
competing's not
different.
good enough. Yeah, competing's not good enough.
Yeah,
There's
it'll
been
just,
there's been a precedent set, and it's to win.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the way that we have seen, the way that we would describe Astro baseball over the past 8 years would be different next
It's
year.
spoiled.
The golden
yeah.
era.
Oh yeah.
It's the golden era.
Let me tell you this. People walking out of the game, that last game that I went to, that we were at, people walking out of the game, we're talking about, don't worry about it. We'll get them when we get to Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Idiots.
And it's like, oh no,
Yeah.
buddy,
Well, we've never
Like-
played in the first round.
you don't,
Right, that's
you don't
not
understand
true.
this.
We've
Yeah,
never
that's
done the
true.
3-game series.
Yeah.
We did in
That's true.
what 15 or 16? We did a 1-gamer
Well-
against the Yankees, and Keuchel pitched to Jim, and we beat
Ah.
the Yankees, right?
Yeah.
But that
When
was
we-
before. That was before we went to the ALCS run, and that was before it was a 3-game series in the wild card.
Yeah. 16 was Royals, right? We
But-
lost.
yeah,
to
which we-
Royals? Or was
yeah,
that
we lost.
15? 15 was Royals, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look at all that, but yeah.
Yeah, we've never played in this round.
Yeah. Fair enough. Get a clue though.
All right, let's end on this. This will be a good discussion for 5 minutes, and then we can wrap this bad boy up and go Pods. All right, this is going to be kind of doom and gloom, but it has to be asked. If Bregman goes and plays somewhere else, is his 7.5 years, well, 8.5 years, worthy to have his number retired up on the rafters
Ooh.
Nah, I
at Minute Maid?
think he has to stay to get it.
Is that just reaction, or are you thinking
No.
through this?
I really do. I mean it. Like, I think that if he goes,
Okay.
it doesn't happen.
I'm wait till Neil's answer, and then I'm gonna.
That's a really good answer, Brian. That is a really good answer. Because I'm going through the list of guys up there, which back when we did the throwback player, I
Yeah,
hit that one time.
we're bringing that back. By the way, we just try to condense this thing to an hour or a little bit more, but that's coming back.
The only one that I can really think of, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong on this, but is the only one that left us that's up there that I would say is not a lifelong Astro is Nolan Ryan.
Joe Morgan wasn't here long enough, right?
Mm-mm.
He's not up there.
So is if I'm thinking like in that criteria.
Okay, Neil, can I?
Yeah. Tell me. I don't have a great answer.
No,
Brian-
no one up there has 2 World Series rings either.
Yeah. Brian, I'm
I mean,
leaning,
no,
I'm
I mean, no-
leaning
no-
towards you, Brian.
but no Astro ever has, like, no former Astro ever has 2. World
Which
Series.
is
Or one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 27 is a no-brainer. I don't care what
100%.
happens from this point on.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, he's
He's
played-
done. Done.
He's played longer and has the World Series rings. Yeah, that's
Yes.
we-
That's a done. That's a done
Yeah.
deal.
I mean, if
Done deal.
BGO had gone to the Cardinals late in his career when that was rumored, is
How about
he
that?
up there? I say yes.
How about that?
I think
so.
BGO still is.
I think he is late if he goes like, and I mean late. If he goes, what if he goes What if he goes like
Do y'all think Lance Berkman's number should be retired?
He was on the World Series team.
I'm
not
talking
the
about in
championship.
I'm
team.
talking about up in the rafters for the Astros, nothing else.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking.
I'm not mad that it's not up there.
Who? Bergman?
Berkman.
Berkman.
Okay.
I'm not mad, but if it was, I'm not.
Have
mad.
you looked at his numbers as an Astro? They're better than some of those dudes that are up there.
Sure. And then you.
I'm not trying to make this about him.
No, I know, but
But
like
he was a lifelong. Wasn't he a lifelong Astro?
No, he played for the
he went to
Cardinals
the
and the
Eagles.
Yankees.
Oh, Cardinals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
went
right.
to the
That's
Evil
right. That's right.
Empire.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And the Yankees.
I forgot he went to the
Yep.
Yankees too.
He won a World Series with the Yankees, didn't he?
No, I thought he won one with the
Cardinals for sure. But did he win
Cardinals?
I don't know.
no, not the Yankees.
Man, that sucks. That sucks. 7 years, 8 years.
I can tell you this.
You're a no-brainer,
No.
yes.
I don't think if he goes, I think that's a no. Unfortunately, I think it's
Okay.
going to be he's going to be a fan favorite forever.
Sure. Name the greatest third baseman in Astros history.
After Denny Walling?
No, I mean after Ken Caminiti,
Buddy Bell?
No. Again, name the greatest third baseman in Astros history.
Right? Yeah, it goes.
It's him.
Alex
There's no
Bregman.
doubt. But does that
Alex Bregman at the top at 100%?
Not even close.
Does that?
But then, like right underneath them is Ken Caminiti, like right here, like right there.
Yeah. He was a part. Bregman was a part of something that's never been done.
There's only two teams that have ever gone to the championship series 7 times in a row. It's the Astros and the Braves. He's the greatest third baseman in Astros history. He's been a part of 2 championship World Series banners.
So you're saying yes?
I'm saying yes.
Well, I mean, at that point, okay. So at that point,
man, this is tough.
Martin Maldonado was a part of
no. Is he the greatest catcher of all time? And then see, here's the deal. I know you're trying to make a joke, but you said most. But most isn't all.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you can't just say that.
I didn't. I said the greatest third baseman in Astros history.
McCann caught the first one, right?
Correct. So correct. Martin's not even he's just trying to find exceptions to the rule to kill the argument. I mean, that's not even don't ever bring that guy up ever again.
Oh no, he is he's a better playoff hitter than.
I mean, if he was there, maybe he could have called better pitches.
Well, that's true. He is better than Aaron Judge. True. I'm just saying, like, I know with Jordan, you're trying to say everyone that won 2 World Series rings, which there's not very many, by the way, and there's even less on an active roster. But he's the greatest third baseman in Astros history.
It's hard to say.
He is the best. He is the best, and he is the best third baseman in Major League Baseball currently. And possibly
you can argue that point.
I mean, he's
top 5.
All right,
he's top 5.
He's the best. He's the best third baseman currently in Major League Baseball with 2 World Series rings.
Oh well, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Sure. Okay.
It's really hard to say no that he doesn't belong. It is,
but
it's tough to say.
But I will say this: if he goes, I don't think he's on the rafters.
Okay, I mean,
and that's just is what it is. I think he will. I think you will always see. You will always see Bregman jerseys You will always see you will see Bregman jerseys just like you still see Biggio jerseys, and I still see Cruz jerseys.
Cruz is
You
in the
know,
rafters.
I know, but you still see these. They are fan favorites.
Didn't he play somewhere at the
regardless
Astros?
regardless of
Maybe
rafters.
a year or two.
So he still did.
Yeah, but it was Dunsky. Gosh, I want to say yes, but it almost feels like the criteria based off of Bregman is no, but you can't say that Bregman's criteria is the same because he didn't win 2 World Series. So there's some gray area. That is a crappy question that I hate to have to answer.
Oh,
Well,
I'm gonna go yes then. I'm gonna say yes.
6'5", 6'5".
Yeah, it is.
Dodgers just grand salamied.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of this guy.
All right, Kruger, I'm gonna watch this stupid series.
How do you say?
Awesome,
Thanks for making me watch this stupid series.
It's awesome. Who is the Grand Dom?
This is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Teoscar Hernandez. Wasn't he an Astro? Was he an Astro?
Former Astro.
Yeah. Former Astro. That's where he learned it.
Dorton, just to your point, someone's going to die in that series. Seriously, I'm telling you.
I texted Gabe. I said, if these benches don't clear, what's even the point of this series?
100%. All right, Mietsky. So do you want to table this for next week? Do you want to table this and give us some thought? I mean, here's why
I'm waving in the wind because Dorton had a great argument, and then you're giving a great argument.
I don't even know what Dorton's argument was.
It was about Martin Maldonado.
No.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
No, that's what Neil was talking about.
I don't know what was your argument that I said.
My argument was
if he leaves.
If he leaves, he's
8 years, is that enough to be a lifelong Astro?
I think I don't even think it's like was it long enough? I think now, like if he leaves right now, kind of fans are like we want it. We want him to stay so badly.
Y'all do realize we just put Ken Caminiti in the Astros Hall of Fame.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
I don't either. Well, hold on. I don't either. But like if you break down the numbers, it's not even in the same stratosphere.
So Bregman will be in the Astros Hall of Fame. I agree with that. It's not a debate. Number in the rafters. Yeah, I don't. Oof. May have to.
There you go. There's your thought for the week.
That sucks.
You can always go back to what's his name? God, there's so many. Neil brought up a good one. Who was the Barry guy? Wasn't there a Barry that was terrible? Sean Barry.
Yeah. Well, I said Buddy Bell.
Sean Barry was terrible. Morgan Ensberg.
Oh, feel bad for him.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
What?
Wrong with Big Morgan?
He was terrible after 1 year.
He's just nothing but a surfer dude. Ain't nothing wrong with the surfer dude.
I scared for his life every day.
Well, I was going to say Bregman's number 2 should be retired.
I'm gonna table that one.
Good. It'll be a good discussion for next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, I'm gonna reiterate. He wears number 2 because he didn't get picked number 1 overall, and he thought he should have.
And you know who was picked number 1 overall? There's a question for you without Googling.
We talked about this earlier, and I already forgot.
Oh, we lost Neil.
Bye, Neil. Later, dude.
Hey, man, how's it going? Dansby Swanson, who's a serviceable. He's a good player, but he's not Alex Bregman. Oh, he comes back. Hey, Neil, good to see you, bud.
Hey, later, Neil. Good night, bud.
Good to see you. Where'd y'all go?
So Neil,
I didn't want to face
I'll
the
quit.
music anymore.
After quick memory, can you tell me who was drafted number 1 before Alex Bregman?
We've talked about this. Dang it.
Still,
I just said that.
he still plays, and he's a good player, not a great player. Alex Bregman is a better player, but he is still playing and in the league. That's all I'll say.
Pitcher.
No,
No.
Dansby Swanson, shortstop for the Cubs, was with the Braves.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Well, I don't think he's wearing number 1.
Nope. All right.
Nope.
Anything else before we wrap this thing up?
If I win. No.
Dorton, real quick, because this is a Stros podcast, I'm just going to bring it up. Your Ags with a big win. Horns are back at number 1, and I looked at just wanted to glance and look at ticket prices for that game.
Yeah. Are you going? Taking the family?
Mother
Taking the
of
family, huh?
Mother of everything holy.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I can
Wow.
get you if you need what do you need? 4? And with grandparents, I can get you 6.
I got 5 in my family, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. 5, 7. I can get you 7. I can get you 7. No problem.
I
bud.
mean, if things go fairly good to the end of the year, that is going to be the most insane ticket on the freaking planet. Mieski, is your daughter is she have a pass? Is she gonna go?
Yeah, she's in.
She's gonna sell that ticket, right?
I'll buy it from her.
I don't know yet.
She's gonna sell that ticket, right?
I may try to get. We get our.
You're gonna sell that ticket, right?
Coaching tickets.
Hold on. Let Neil finish before you end the recording. What were you gonna say, Neil?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in to get my coaching ticket. Now, normally we get 2.
Yeah. You and every other coach in the planet.
Like I said, I'm gonna put in. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, and I was talking. I guess this last Friday, I went and ate lunch with my daughter there in College Station, and like they have no. I mean, what was the last year that they played?
2012.
I mean,
12. Yeah.
There's no recollection of this.
They have no concept. None.
They've never.
They don't have the same. They don't have the same concept as we do, and it's been 12 years ago.
None of my kids were born when the last time they played.
I had one that was 1.
None of my kids were born.
My oldest that's in college, she was born in 08. So, but she was 4. She didn't.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's no memory, there's no understanding, and so to have a daughter that's now at A&M.
Oh, I remember that game.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit, but what
very well.
I took my father-in-law the last time Ricky played in College Station. We went to that one. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I was with Kyle Krejci the last time Ricky played in Austin.
And broke the record.
Yep, and broke the record.
I was there.
Was there. Yeah, I mean, I mean, we all have memories of those.
I've sat with both of y'all in Austin and College Station in this very game as kids.
Like I think I've said this before. We may or may not have had a sword drawn on us.
1995.
Definitely have. How's it gonna feel? So is yours back this week?
Yeah, Red River. I call the Red River shootout, but yes, he's back.
Rivalry shootout. But so he is back.
He's back.
And Wegman
he's
back.
Actually, which throwing
played well. I didn't even know he was. I didn't know he was starting. I know he was starting.
I didn't either.
Yep.
Was that announced beforehand?
It was internally. It came up on Texags on Friday, either Friday night or Saturday morning, and yeah, like
Okay.
Sounds like
So hold on. We need
was on
to
thin
this thing.
ice.
when I saw it, it was probably about 9 a.m. Saturday morning, and I was like,
here we go.
he's starting. Okay.
Okay. So let's just, again, hypothetical, and then we'll wrap this up. And we're doing it because the Lone Star showdown, shootout, whatever, it's going to be unreal. It's something that the state has needed, never should have went away. We can talk about that another day. What if, this very well could happen. What if they play that game, they're both top 10, both have, I don't know, one loss, whatever.
I don't even want it. No,
I know, but hold on. There's a possibility
Play again.
that they
There
could
is
play
not.
the next week. Yes, there is.
I don't even want to hypothesize.
Thornton has been burned too many times.
Listen,
I
this
get it.
is.
I get it.
I've been down this road.
Yeah.
I'm not
where
even
this road
done yet.
goes.
I'm not even done yet.
Listen, hey.
They could play a third time in the playoff.
Oh, I know. Like, listen, there's a terrible Mississippi State team in front of us. They're terrible.
They're terrible.
No, there's no chance we lose to them, right?
That's the one, right? Yeah.
There's no chance we lose to them. They're terrible, right?
I'm just saying.
So
There's possibilities, but
listen,
pump the brakes.
We've been down this road. This is an Aggie thing. So here's my question. ESPN has full steam ahead on the Manning Heisman train.
Oh man.
Now that Ewers is back.
He's not even playing.
Well, now he's not. But they did before.
Look, Manning's going to be a freaking stud, but
I know,
not.
but like, what? How? Where does this go now?
Yeah,
I don't think it's anything yet. I want to get your guys' quick comment. I know we're trying to wrap this up. One of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life in college football was the 3-mile march from Vanderbilt Stadium.
100% agree.
From Vanderbilt Stadium to the river where the goalposts were dropped.
I hate agreeing with you, and I agree with you.
All those engineers just figuring it out how to work with
down Broadway
socially, how to work. They figured out how to communicate and socially work with one another, not on the computer.
I'm telling you,
it was beautiful to watch.
It was one of the best things I've ever seen.
I agree.
College football.
I agree with Matsky. I agree. That was incredible. 3 miles with a goalpost.
With a goalpost. And then dump it in. And it's like walking it down. I mean, Texas.
The best for all of the memes of the Karens who were on their bachelorette parties.
Yes.
And they were like, all of these footballers with their goal spouts.
All I thought about is there's police all over Broadway, right? It's Saturday night. There's police everywhere. And they just said, come this way. The river's this way.
Yeah, I love it.
Come on.
It is. It's genius. It's genius.
I mean, how do you get it out? How do you get it out of the stadium?
Yeah.
How do you get it onto the highway? And then, I mean, I've walked that stretch from.
I have too.
And I'm going, you are crossing some stuff.
Yep.
And there was not. You're not stopping that. Just hurry them up.
Come this way and then this way, and then you want to go. You guys want to go down Broadway? Yep. Go right down there.
Yes, keep going.
Right down there. We'll
eventually you're going to run into. I mean, I want to see the video of them pulling that thing out of the river, or is it just at the bottom of the river forever?
Yeah, it's bottom of the river forever.
It's dead.
so awesome.
I'm gonna tell you this: the two things, and this will tie this up, and we can wrap it up. The two things that playoff baseball and college football never disappoint.
No,
They just don't. They don't, and that's why they'll be my two favorite things forever. Playoff baseball and college football just do not disappoint, and
agreed.
I am now become for the short term a Padres fan, so they can knock out the Dodgers and then beat the Yankees in the World Series.
You want to hear my
Hopefully
biggest
ahead.
disappointment of this weekend is I didn't see a single second of that Vandy Bama game.
Oh,
I
It's
didn't
crazy.
hear about it, didn't see it, didn't know about it, until I was getting Vanderbilt texts like
yeah,
nothing
Vandy,
but-
whatever.
Vandy. I was getting anchor emojis.
I got
anchor.
home. I
anchor.
got
And I
home
was
from
like,
baseball.
What?
Yeah,
What
I
is
got home
going on?
at halftime, and they were leading. And of course, I look at it, and I was like, "Ooh, that's surprising." And I'm like, "Well, that's not going to last." So I was watching some of, I think it was Georgia versus whoever they were playing, because they're playing Texas in 2 weeks. And then I kept looking at the score. And I'm like, I said, "All right," flipped it over mid third quarter, and I couldn't leave the TV. It was
Yep. I
And
didn't see a second of it.
again, if you haven't seen the SEC shorts on it,
Oh, God,
It's so good.
Those guys are good.
so good.
Those guys are so good.
they are.
I
All right.
also went to bed. I also went to bed Saturday night with Miami down.
Yes.
25.
So I picked Miami. I picked Arizona.
You
Was
mean
it
Cal?
Arizona, right? Cal. Yeah, I picked Cal plus 10, right?
Yeah.
So Miami's down 25, so that's down 35. So I'm like halftime down 35, basically. Click. Bedtime. Go to bed. Wake up. Look at my phone. Like, Miami, the most amazing comeback in the history of comebacks. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What did they come back? Did they come? Still winner. Winner.
Yeah, didn't cover. Yeah.
Not Miami. You didn't come back enough, buddy.
College football's drunk.
I love
And
it.
it's awesome. All right.
Miami,
let's
you
wrap
lost, but you're still a loser. I mean, you
Let's
won,
wrap-
but you're still a loser.
We'll wrap up this thing up, and then we'll talk off season for the Stros and kind of future plans. Likely going to have another joint venture with Gabe and Andrew for the Breathing Orange Fire podcast, but we'll just need to confirm that. But boys, appreciate the Tuesday night. It's a bummer. We don't know what to do without October baseball. Don't know what else to say about it, honestly. So, go Stros.
Go Stros.